We're doing our first install on our channel. We plan on doing more. We got 2 cars back here working on, but for today we're keeping it easy. We're starting with a 2010 Tacoma. We got a joining head unit we're going to be installing today. I went ahead and opened it up. It started a little early on prepping our wiring mess we got back here, but I got it a little prepped and ready, and I'll do some further explanations once we get into the truck here. But it's a 9-inch joining head unit with a volume knob, as it's quoted on its website. But as you can see, it replaces the whole factory unit, and we'll be swapping our clock and hazard button into this head unit. And so we're gonna get started on that. Well, now you see we're in our 2010 Tacoma. We got a 6-speed, but we're gonna be pulling this whole dash unit out here. It's pretty simple, but we're gonna go through it with you guys so you can see how it goes. So first, by starting, we gotta get to our main bolts here. So we gotta pull this panel off. I have pry tools prepped and ready to go because I knew what I'd be coming into. And you can pull this down and just let it hang. Grab your 10 on an impact or ratchet. I have an impact, so I'm going to use it. You just come down under here. There'll be 4 10s. Just wiggling out our last bolt here. Now this whole unit should just pop out here. It's just held in by clips on the top. This is our radio wire for our antenna. And then we have 4 harness plugs down here on the back of our unit. And that's you replace or pull out your whole old unit here. We're gonna go through and we'll have another short through, and we'll be pulling this backing and this whole unit off here. I'll show you that shortly so you can see how to get your clock out, because you need it for that new bezel and dash unit. Now, replacing that removing the faceplate is very important, because we need to remove it to get to your hazard and your clock. As you see, these little square clips here, top, bottom, you'll start with these bottom 3 down here, your 2 sides, and then work your way to these top 2, and that whole faceplate will peel off. Once you get that peeled off, there'll be about 8 to 10 screws. There'll be 3 on this little black bracket right here. And then just periodically spread out throughout here. There's 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 there, and then 3 on the bottom. So 9 actually, and that removes this little pad here, your little board, which controls your stereo, screen, and your 2 knobs. We're gonna set that very gently on that screen because we don't want to damage the board. Underneath the board you have the touchpad. This touchpad is what reads all your little buttons, and underneath that are your final 3 screws that you need to remove your clock. Now with the clock removed, I would recommend going and just putting that whole faceplate and everything back together for safe storage of that factory stereo for later use or whatever purpose you want to save it for. With those 3 screws installed, I should be able to just pry down these release pins on the bottom, and our clock should just pop right out. There's a screw there. Let's put it in there and try to wiggle our screw out of here with our magnet screwdriver. And like I said, just for safe storage, we're just going to put everything back together minus the clock, because the clock is going into our new deck. Get our pad put back in place. Make sure we got the screen. There we go. Get this right here, and we will store it into our hole here. Now that we have put our old stereo back together for safekeeping, This bracket goes to your clock. I did not need mine because this bezel is built with it, so I just unclipped it and removed it. Pretty simple. It's just little slide clips. And then we should just be able to slowly install our clock here, and it should clip right into place. Yep, right there into place. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I removed all of these little yellow brackets and clips here. We have to install all of these onto our joining head unit here because it is the only way to clip it into our dash. So clip in, and you just go through, and I take all 5 of mine, so I'm going to install all 5 of mine. 3 on top, 2 on bottom, install them all into your stereo. And I said I would go through the wiring, so I'm going to go ahead and go through this a little bit here. We have this is main speaker wire. It's going to go into these right here. This is main harness wire, and these are also main harness wires. All the plugs are right there. They all line up. You just plug and play. It's nice and easy that way, nice and simple. So you just plug it in and go, which is kind of nice. Once you get, and then besides plugging it in, you have this stereo came with 2 4G antennas that we will be sticking up inside the dash here. To go along with that, it comes with factory navigation built into this system, so we will be also sticking that up inside the dash as well. To go along, it has camera power. You can have a front camera, rear camera, and just all sorts of other accessories. It's already preset and wired for it, and they're ready to go. You just hook them up. Another thing I wanted to mention while we're here, it has USBs that come out of it. I'm going to see if I can find a USB button thing to replace this plug here with spots for my USBs to go. That, or I'm going to build my own out of here, and I'll make a video on how to do that. All right, now that we got it installed, we got the AC on in here because it's hot today, but back to our topic here. We got it installed. It's got wireless CarPlay, as you can see, no wires, we're hooked up. There's our Spotify. Hit our home screen here, you can see everything. It's pretty fast. It's got navigation built in, plus it'll use your Apple notification, navigation, as you can see by me moving my phone. Put this down, you hit your home screen. Here you have factory navigation, factory music, videos, radio. Go to our applications, you have Chrome, Play Store. Because it is a Apple, or because it is a Android tablet, you can download pretty much any app you want for it and be able to use it. I bought the nicest one I could get, so I have the faster software, plus to go along with all that, it has factory 4G. I can get a SIM card for it, and I could run it like its own separate phone and have, you know, my own Wi-Fi. So say I'm out driving up into the sticks and my phone doesn't have service, there's a good chance my truck might. It does screen mirroring, which is on the same app as Z-Link. I have Netflix, so I suppose I could get the SIM card and I could run Netflix straight off of that, or I can run it straight off of this. It runs both front and rear camera. I didn't hook them up because I just prefer to have the one up in my mirror. To go along with all that, it just seemed like the best option for what I was looking for. That screen brightness, settings, sound, it's already built in there. It's a clean unit, it fits in the dash nice. It looks well, and for what I've noticed so far is it's functioning really smooth. I'll do a run on it throughout the week, and then I'll get back to you guys next week on a more in-depth review on how it did throughout the week with, you know, running it through work, listening to it every day, what settings I was able to find, what other stuff I wanted to mess with, and we'll just go from there. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for new updates and videos. We'll be working on this car and this car to go along with the Tacoma. And any tips and advice you guys want from us, just let us know.